Hey Body Geeks and soon-to-be Pilates nerds, thank you for joining me for the Daily 15, a 30-day stretch of 15 minutes of Pilates daily to encourage you to build a personal and consistent Pilates mat practice. If you didn't already know, every year in the month of March, the Pilates community celebrates body weight plus gravity equals amazing, and the work of Joe Pilates on the mat by dedicating that month to workouts on the mat. And that inspired me. I love teaching beginners, and that inspired me to create this series of videos so that you could start to better understand just the simplest concepts of Pilates so you felt more confident walking into maybe one of my online mat classes. So let's get started with workout number 2. Today we're going to move just a little bit faster. We're going to add on the Swan, the Mermaid, and the Bridge. But I'd like you to just focus on where does your inhale go, where does your exhale go, and can you get a consistent flow of in and out. I want you to think about the question, where are your guts? And it's these deep organs, these deep emotional organs that I want you to think of wringing out with your exhale. So with that in mind, swing your feet to one end of the mat, kind of even yourself out, and then place your hands on top of your knees or behind your legs here. Using your hands for support to get yourself to sit up tall, take that big breath in, get ready because you're gonna juice them. Then exhale and massage your guts. Get a little narrower. Inhale, take that full breath in. Exhale, in or out the mouth. You're in the nose or out the mouth, your choice. 3 more breaths. And exhale. Inhale. Maybe the legs go a little further away from you to get you up tall if that works better. You're going to make a little adjustments for yourself. This should be your last breath, and on your exhale, you're going to work your way all the way down by sliding your hands or using your hands on the backs of the thighs. Maybe the feet even come with you. When you're all the way down the mat, raise your arms in the air. Take an inhale and lift your upper body like you're just going to pop up out of bed, and then exhale, juice the guts. Inhale to come back down. Exhale to take your arms over your head. You got it. Juice the guts. Inhale, lift your upper body. Hold it there as you narrow yourself again like when you were seated. Inhale to lower your upper body. Exhale, the arms go over your head. We're going to go 3 more. Inhale, lift the upper body. Exhale, send the guts behind the head and out the top. Inhale to go back down. Still doing the work here to keep the ribs down. 2 more. Inhale to lift the upper body. Reach the arms long, but don't pull them out of the sockets. Keep them with you. Inhale to go down. Exhale to finish. We got 1 more to go. This time we're going to stay in the air, and on your exhale, begin pumping your arms. 5. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Head down is fine here. Inhale. 40. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Maybe the legs come to tabletop. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe the legs go out. Inhale. Exhale. Find to bring the legs up as well. Exhale. Inhale. Any of these options. Exhale. We got 1 more breath to go. Now you know why they call it the 100. And inhale. End on your exhale. Grab the backs of your legs, lift a little bit higher. When you lower your head, bring your knees into your chest. Rock yourself up to seated with glee. Hands on the backs of your thighs. Tip your pelvis so that you start rounding your back immediately. Work your way all the way down with control. And then simply roll over to one side and push yourself back up to seated. Same idea, grabbing the backs of the legs. Work yourself down. Inhaling, exhaling consistently. Once you hit the mat, roll over to one side, come back up. A little more challenging, reach the arms out. Don't grab the backs of the legs this time. Maybe you're down in 1 breath, maybe it takes you 2, but you're going to keep breathing and keep moving. Maybe we roll over to the other side this time. Just a consistent, smooth rolling of yourself down. And then 1 last time for the first half of the roll up. And you're going to stay down this time. Inhale, the arms go over your head. Exhale to reach them toward your feet. Inhale to lift your upper body. Grab onto the backs of your legs. Exhale, scoop your belly as you come back up. Reach forward past your legs. Inhale to come back again. Maybe grab the legs if you feel like you're going to fall. Exhale to finish. The arms go over your head. Inhale to lift your upper body. Maybe grab the backs of the legs. Exhale to help yourself lift. Maybe the legs go fully extended this time. Inhale to work your way back down. Exhale, the arms go over your head. Any amount of bend in your knees is fine. Whatever will help you smoothly roll up with control without crunching yourself in. Reaching yourself out is what we're looking for. Let's go 2 more for the roll up. Here's what it looks like with your legs straight. Exhale to finish. Inhale, smoothly rolling down, pulling yourself apart. Exhale to finish. Last time, maybe you're still working on the grab the legs version, and you're going to end all the way down on the mat. Extend one leg out on the mat, bring the other knee into your chest. Give it a couple of pulls, release and pull. And this little release and pull is to help you keep both sides of your pelvis on the mat and only pull your leg in as much as you can without lifting your bum off the floor. Both arms go down by your sides. You lift that one leg in the air. We circle the leg 5 times. 4. Modification here to bend the knee that you're circling. And last one in this direction, we take the reverse. One gets an exhale. One gets an inhale, get longer. One gets a juice the guts. One gets an internal stretch. Last time to juice the guts. Pull that one knee into your chest again. Take that leg out long, bring the other knee in. Couple of little in and out. Exhale, in and out. Again, just to see where your range is, pulling this leg in without it pulling the butt up off the mat. Last time, in, and that leg goes up, the arms go down. You go across the body first. First one's an inhale. First one's an exhale. Inhale, get longer from the inside. Next one's an exhale. Last one, 5 times, and then we reverse. Now let's talk about the bottom leg. That leg is foot flexed, kind of reaching toward the foot edge of the mat, while the upper body opposes that in the other direction. That knee comes back into your chest. Those were the single leg circles. You're going to grab both legs, take your shins with your hands, and then go for a little ride as you rock yourself up. Just get rocking and rolling on yourself, putting your feet down each time that you come back up again. And what I'm looking for here is your mat soft enough to help you roll. If this is already bothering the bones of your back, maybe rolling like a ball is not an exercise you're going to add until you're on a little bit more of a padded surface. Now take your hands by your sides. Rock back to that place where you feel like, ooh, that would be kind of a challenging place to balance. So not the pokey part of your tailbone, but the flat spot on your sacrum. Then walk your legs back to make it really challenging to have to hold yourself there as you take your hands off the floor. Let's try that again. Put the hands down, move the feet away. Kind of rock on your pelvis. Feel where that flat spot is, somewhere between like the tip of the tailbone and the top of the pelvis. Find that little flat spot and then walk your feet in. Oh boy, here we go. And then take your hands off of the floor and try to hold yourself there. That should feel like a lot of low tummy muscle. Let's go one more time. Walk the hands away. Start the roll down. That's your moment of starting the roll down. That's your spot. Then walk your feet in. Then reach around and see if you can grab your ankles. That's not possible. Take your hands to the backs of your thighs and lift your legs in the air. If you've got a hold of your ankles, simply take your feet off the floor and hug your legs in close. Keep your gaze forward, and on your inhale, pull your guts back so it rocks you back. And then exhale, come up and try to just hold on to that spot, not by clamping down, but by reaching tall. Inhale, pull the guts back. Exhale, they stay back. Inhale to rock again. And let's go 2 more times for the rolling like a ball. That's going to be exercise number 4 in your basic. Last time, inhale to go back. Exhale to balance, hold it there. Then you're going to grab one shin, grab your favorite, and then extend the other leg forward and just place that leg on the ground. Then using this as your trolley car lever, you're going to roll yourself all the way down with control onto the mat. Keep your head lifted and looking at your bottom leg. Pick that leg up until the toe is right across from where your eyes are. Pump this leg in that you've got and then switch the legs. Exhale for 2 and inhale for 2. Wring out and juice the guts and inhale. And exhale. One more set. Inhale. Pull the knees into the chest. Pause there. Lower your head down. Drop your tail. Pull the knees in as much as they'll go. Take a breath in, get a little bit longer. On your exhale, pull yourself back up into that starting position like a tight little ball. Reach your arms and legs up toward the ceiling. Circle your arms around and then grab your shins. That's your exhale. Inhale to reach. Exhale to pull. A little harder. Take the arms and legs a little further away from your center. The farther the arms and legs are, the harder that exercise is going to be. One more time. Inhale to reach to the front and the back of the mat. Exhale, squeeze your shins in, lower your head down. Grab one ankle with two hands, maybe the calf, maybe the back of the leg. Extend the other leg forward. Give it a little pump. Then scissor to switch. Little pump, scissor to switch. Little pump, scissor to switch. Little pump, scissor one more time. Little pump, scissor to switch. Pull both knees into your chest, and we're going to repeat that exercise one more time, the single straight leg stretch. This time when you grab one leg and extend the other leg forward, use your arms to lift your upper body into your exhale. Keep pulling the upper part of you longer as you reach the legs away. Pump it for 2, switch, pump it for 2, switch. If you can grab higher and your flexibility allows that, bring your leg to your hands and not your hands to your leg. Let's go 2 more times. Each leg gets an exhale or an inhale. Pull the knees into your chest and then just simply rock yourself back up to seated. Scoot back so that you can extend your legs out long, arms kind of parallel to the floor where your legs are. Just a couple of times move the arm bones forward and back into the sockets so that you know the difference between out of the socket and pulling the scapula way back onto the rib cage. So let's find somewhere that's kind of halfway between those two places. So not the chest activated, not just the back activated, but right there in the socket, the most neutral place. This doesn't feel like you can lift, bend your knees a little bit so that you can get a little bit taller with your brains over your buns. Take an inhale and lengthen from the top and the bottom. On your exhale, wring out the guts as you reach forward. And then inhale, stack yourself back up as if you're sitting against a wall. And again, exhale to go forward. And then inhale to make your way back up. Keep the shoulder just neutral. Exhale to go forward. This one's called the spine stretch, and if your legs are fully extended, keep reaching through the heels without lifting them off the floor. Last time for the spine stretch. Inhale to come back up. Then you're going to scoot your bottom forward just a little bit, bring your legs together, reach your hands, and then roll all the way down. And then once you're there, place your arms on the mat, scoot your feet in a little bit closer to you, and just rock the knees back and forth. You're not going to let them fall all the way to the floor. I just want you to get a sense of where your pelvis bones are. So as you rock the knees to the left, you'll feel more on the left. As you rock to the right, you'll feel the right. And what you're looking for is the two sides of the sacrum. Those are going to become really important when we do our bridge in just a minute. Let's take one more roll up to get up to seated. So the arms come up to start. On your inhale, lift your upper body. Maybe grabs the backs of the legs. On your exhale, juice out the center as you reach the legs forward to help you lift. Then make your way right back down again, one bone at a time, comes back down onto the mat. Maybe you try your last roll up with your legs fully extended, arms in the air. Inhale, lift your upper body. On your exhale, keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching. And then you're going to flip yourself over to your stomach, adding on the swan today. Once you're on your tummy, your hands are going to go right by your sides with your elbows in tight. Your forehead's going to start on the mat. Take a breath in, and when you're ready, lift your upper body. Push slightly into the hands, but only coming up to about the edges of the ribs. And then exhale, pull your stomach in order to lower your upper body back down. I'm going to keep looking at the camera so you can hear me, but your forehead is down on the ground. Inhale to lift up. Little help with the hands, and then exhale to lower back down. We've got 3 more to go. Inhale to lift. See if even here on your stomach you can feel the idea of the guts being wrung out by your exhale. This time when you lift up, hold it. See if you can take your hands off the floor. Put your hands back down. Press the tops of your feet into the ground, and then exhale, lower back down. 2 more times. Inhale to lift. Pause, take your hands off the ground for just a moment. Put your hands back down. Pull the belly in, and then lower back down. Last time. Inhale, lift. One smooth move to push yourself back to your child's pose. Sit on your hips and drop your head down. And then have a seat on your bum, swing your legs back around, and take your roll down once again. Usually we transition from every single exercise right into the next with some kind of exercise-like movement to connect all the dots. Bring your feet in a little bit closer. Take your heels right underneath about your knees. Put your hands on the floor and press the whole floor away. I'm talking palm prints, fingerprints, arm and elbow prints, even the back of your arm and your scapula. Keep reaching your hands to your feet. Pull your heels in toward your seat. Think of reaching your knees forward in space and peel up your tail, then your low back and your middle back, maybe coming up to the higher section of your upper back, and then work your way right back down on an exhale all the way out. Take an inhale and pause. Pull the heels in, reach the hands to the feet, and then once again exhale, work your way back up, reaching the knee bones forward in space. Take your breath in at the top, and then exhale, work it right back down. You're going to go 3 more times on your own. Inhale to pause, exhale to move. Inhale to pause, exhale to move. And as you continue to articulate through this bridge, what I'd like you to try to get a sense of is that the lower half of you is reaching forward even though you're on your back. Simultaneously, the upper part of you is reaching toward this end of the mat even though you're on your back. We've been seated plenty of times today so far to get that feeling of the up and the down and the down so that you can do that even when you're here. One more time for the bridge, coming all the way up, reaching the lower half forward and the upper half back. Press those arms into the mat and keep both hip bones the same height as you inhale and lift one leg to the tabletop. Exhale and put it right back down. Inhale to lift the other leg to the tabletop. Just as much as you're lifting one leg in the air, you're pushing the other foot down into the mat and reaching the lower half of you forward. Last time on the one side. Even yourself out on the other side, using the breath to cycle through the reps. Then take a deep breath in, get longer, 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 and then exhale all the way down. We're going to end with the mermaid. Let's do a roll up to come back up. So either legs fully extended or bent. Take the technique of your choice. Inhale, lift your upper body. On your exhale, scoop the guts up underneath the back ribs, up through the back of the neck to bring you all the way back up. For the mermaid today, we're going to do both legs facing forward. So sit on your tush and cross one leg over the other. If that's not very comfortable, feel free to go to the genie style of the legs. The arms are going to go out to begin. That same inhale to lift you tall from the top and the bottom. Then on your exhale, side bend over to one side, putting a hand on the floor. Stay here for a moment so that the reach of this arm can go directly away from where this hip is reaching. Still stay there for another breath. I'd like you to stay over in this side bend, getting this stretch, but think about the side that's closest to the floor. Instead of collapsing on that side to get yourself lower, think about your hair being pulled out in that direction where your spine is stretching. To come back up, instead of pushing through this hand, use the reach of the upper body we just talked about to pull yourself back up again. Go up and over the top to the other side. Once the hand comes down, give it a little push to encourage this hip to go down. Keep reaching this arm up and over the top. Your gaze is straight forward and you're still seated as if your back was against a wall. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Full breath in to stretch. Full exhale to narrow your center. And this time you're going to think about this lower side of your body. So instead of just letting it collapse, you're going to use this hand to help. Give it a little more length on that side, and then without pressing into this hand, bring yourself back up. Let's go in one breath. Inhale to go over, and then exhale to work your way back up. That feels pretty good to you. You can take the other arm in front so you don't have the hand on the floor for support. A little more challenging, but I think you're warm enough now you can manage it. When you go over to one side, that's your inhale. Exhale is to come back. We're going to do a few more reps together. If your legs are in the fully extended version and you've got one leg on top, take this opportunity to switch which leg is on top. Maybe you even switch back and forth as you go from side to side. Let's make this your last mermaid on one side or the other. Lots of variations of this as the mat gets harder and harder. You're going to swing your legs around to one side, tuck the feet in. If this feels okay for your knees, grab onto this shin right here, and the final stretch will be up and over the top. That doesn't feel good on the knee for any reason, just take this little cross-legged position, side stretch, and then round yourself over that knee. Same thing if you've got the knees tucked behind. Just simply grab the side of the face, turn your body, and then take your eyebrows over to your shin. To switch sides, you're going to lean back on your hands, swivel the legs around to the other side, or simply stay in your cross-legged position like a genie. Go over to your second side, lift. I'm pulling with this arm. Wrap your hand around your face without tilting your head too much. Then turn your head, your eyebrows, not just your nose, your eyebrows go down toward the shin. Come right back up. Come onto your all fours position. Tuck your toes. Walk your hands to your knees. Press your heels to the ground and then lift your seat. As you drop your heels, walk your hands back toward your feet. Pause there for a moment, bend and straighten the knees. Inhale on the bend, exhale for the push. The exhale to push is to once again pull the stomach away from the thighs like we worked on the roll up. And then your last time, this is a vertical roll up now. So you've come all the way up and now you're going all the way back down. Yep. Thanks for joining me for day 2. I'll see you tomorrow.